Well, on Sunday, as we said earlier, the mayor of New York, Bill de Blasio, said he's shutting down schools and non-essential businesses, whatever that is, a man who's never worked in a business in his life, in several zip codes in the city, including in Brooklyn and Queens. What did these zip codes do wrong? Well, more than 3% of coronavirus tests came back positive for a week. No word on how many people died. That's not even part of it. They just had positive tests. What's interesting is that just the other day, practically, Bill de Blasio said he wasn't against mass gatherings as long as he agreed with the politics people were expressing. Watch.
Things that here in the city can mean not just thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people. It's just not time for that now.
What about protests? If people want to march down Fifth Avenue, are they going to be allowed to do so?
Look, Wolf, this is always an area of real sensitivity. We understand at this moment in history, people are talking about the need for historic changes. This is a historic moment of change. We have to respect that.
Oh, so when you go to church, you try to have a Jewish wedding in Brooklyn, you're a threat to public health. But if you're looting Macy's, it's a historic moment for change. As soon as you say something like that out loud, the rest of us no longer have to listen to anything you say, because you're a fraud, you're a liar, you're totally irrational, and you no longer have legitimacy to lead. Period. Today, the governor of New York, Andrew Cuomo, decided to approve the closure of many non-essential businesses. That's not because he's opposed to lockdowns. He thinks the real problem is religious services. Watch.
If the religious leaders do not agree to abide by these rules, then we will close the religious institutions, period.
Really? Because in the country we lived in January, we had a First Amendment that said government will not get in the way of your exercise of your religion. People would have laughed at that. We will close the religious institutions, period? Who do you think you are, God? You're not. You're some stupid governor of a declining state. Many of the services being shut down, by the way, are in Orthodox Jewish communities. They haven't been playing along, to their great credit. Putting aside whether any of that is legal, what's the science behind it, the purported science behind it? Protests fine, religious services not.